Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Zunaira Jamil and the topic of today's practical is effect of different solutions on RBCs. First we are going to discuss what it means by tonicity. Tonicity actually describes the behavior of a cell when placed in a solution. So it depends not only on the number of particles in a solute but also the nature of the solute. What are the different determinants of tonicity? Tonicity is determined by effective solutes like glucose. What it means by effective solute is that a solute that cannot penetrate the cell membrane. Hence, it exerts an osmotic force that pulls water out of the cells. There are some other solutes like non-effective solutes, which include solutes like urea. Although urea is osmotically active, but it is lipid soluble, so it is distributed equally across the membranes. There are different types of solution, which include hypertonic solution, a solution which has more tonicity than the cells, an isotonic solution with a solution which has equal tonicity to the cells, and then a hypotonic solution with a tonicity less than the cells. This diagram shows the changes in volume which occur when a normal cell is placed into different types of solutions. So in the first one here, a normal cell is placed in a hypertonic solution. When a cell is placed in a hypertonic solution, as I told you before, the osmotically active substances exert the osmotic force and pull water toward them. So if hypertonic solution is present in the outside environment of the cell, then they are going to exert an osmotic pull and drive the water out of the cell into the solution, which causes the cell to shrink. Hence, in hypertonic solutions, RBCs shrink. In the other scenario, the cell is placed in an isotonic solution, whereby the osmolarity of the surrounding fluid and the cell is the same. So, no net exchange of water occurs between the solution and the cell. Whereas in the third scenario, a cell is placed in an hypotonic solution, whereby the tonicity or osmolarity of the solution is less than the cell. So, the cell exerts an osmotic pressure and pulls the water into the cell, thereby causing the cell to swell. Hence, in hypotonic solution, the cells swell. Now, this diagram here shows the same effect but that on the RBCs. So, here we can see the effect is shown when RBC is placed in an hypotonic solution, whereby the RBC has swollen. In the isotonic solution, the RBC is in its normal shape, whereas in an hypertonic solution, the RBC has lost water and has become shrunk. Now we are going to discuss these different effects separately. First of all, the effect of hypertonic solution. When RBCs are placed in a hypertonic solution, that is with a greater osmolarity than intracellular fluid, water pulls out of the cells, leaving the cells shrunken or crenated. This appearance of cells, whereby the cells are shrunken, it is called the crenated appearance. Then the effect of isotonic solution. When RBCs are placed in an isotonic solution with same osmolarity as intracellular fluid, then no change in the shape of RBCs is seen. The normal osmolarity of intracellular fluid is 280 milliosmoles per liter. This effect is shown by this middle piece. The RBCs are in their normal shape. Then the effect of hypotonic solution. When RBCs are placed in a hypotonic solution, that is with less osmolarity than intracellular fluid, water is pulled into the cells, causing them to swell and burst sometimes, which causes hemolysis. So here you can see in this diagram, the cells are about to burst. They are so swollen up that even some of the cells are being burst. Now your assignment is to draw and label the diagram showing effects of different solutions on RBCs. You can draw this diagram on the plain side of your practical copy. So for drawing purpose, you can even use this diagram, which is showing a crenated cell, a normal cell and a swollen cell. Thank you.